Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And man, Donald Trump's lawyers have to stop going on TV because every time they do it, they utterly embarrass themselves. And what I'm talking about is the other day, Donald Trump's defense lawyer in the Georgia investigation went on MSNBC with Ari Melber. And man, as you folks will see in a second, that interview just did not go well for him. And this seems to be a pattern with Trump's lawyers. I mean, just the other day, we saw Donald Trump's defense lawyer in the New York case also go on MSNBC with Ari Melber, and during that interview he got so angry at the line of questioning that he started lunging at Ari and trying to take the papers out of his hand. Like, it just seems that anytime one of Donald Trump's lawyers go on TV, it goes absolutely terrible for them. And this case with Donald Trump's defense lawyer in Georgia is no different. This lawyer was simply asked, "Sir, do you agree that Joe Biden won the state of Georgia in 2020 and Donald Trump obviously lost the state?" And he simply would not answer the question. Like, it's insane. This lawyer couldn't answer a simple question. Like, really? But enough of me talking. You gotta see the clip for yourself. I mean, it's so embarrassing for this lawyer. He's squirming throughout the entire interaction. Take a look at the clip.
Do you acknowledge that Donald Trump lost?
Exactly, but that's what I stay focused on.
Do you acknowledge that Donald Trump lost the Georgia election?
I am.
That's an easy one. Do you acknowledge that, attorney? Drew?
No, I'm focused. Let me tell you what I'm focused on. I'm focused on being a criminal defense attorney and seeing that my client is being swept up in what has, to me, been a ridiculous circus atmosphere, special purpose grand jury.
No, and you made that point, but
not only in this case, but on other cases.
You made that point, but do you acknowledge?
I'm not going to sit there.
Do you acknowledge? Well,
Ari,
do you acknowledge that he lost the state of Georgia?
You can talk to other political people. Why would we even talk about that? What does that have to do? What does it have to do with me defending President Trump in this matter? It has zero to do with it.
I appreciate it. All right, you've raised a rhetorical question. What does it have to do? Let's listen to Donald Trump lying to people, some of whom later committed crimes, some of whom other Republicans committed the potential crime of misleading the government about who were the duly stated electors of Georgia, which, of course, the current president, President Biden, won. Here's Donald Trump talking about Georgia. Take a listen.
You know, we won Georgia, just so you understand. They cheated and they rigged our presidential election, but we will still win it.
That was December 2020. That was a lie, and it was, in concert with these other things, a lie that induced these people to submit this elector fraud, which may or may not be charged, and which as of January 6th, they were trying to bring some of that in different states, not Georgia, by the way, to the floor of the Senate that was been uncovered. So again, I want to give you one more chance on that. When you say you don't know why it's relevant, that's, to me, the most charitable way I can put it, Drew, is that's confusing, because what's relevant is the entire point that he lost the election and got people to submit false material to the government and everywhere else or conspire to do so, and that's a potential crime.
Now, so Ari, let me tell you, because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be a hypocrite and I'm not going to be disingenuous.
I mean, is that not just one of the most embarrassing interactions you've ever seen? Like, the lawyer from Georgia called Ari's question political. Like, give me a break. It's objectively true that Joe Biden won the state of Georgia. That is not political. That's just asking you to name a fact. But listen, in my view, the prosecutors in Georgia are probably sitting back and laughing at that interview. I mean, this lawyer seemed discombobulated. He didn't really know what he was talking about. And he also seems to be a MAGA Trump-supporting conspiracy theorist. I mean, seriously, District Attorney Fani Willis from Georgia is probably sitting back and watching this interview thinking, well, we're trying to prosecute a conspiracy theorist, but not only is he crazy, but his lawyer is crazy too. And the best part about this interview is the fact that we know things are not going well for Donald Trump in the state of Georgia. According to reports, not only is the district attorney looking to charge Donald Trump with crimes relating to election interference because he tried to overturn the results in that state, but the DA is also looking at RICO and racketeering charges, something that she specializes in. And we just learned the other day that there are multiple phone calls that Donald Trump participated in which he tried to get state officials to overturn the election results. We all knew about his infamous phone call with Brad Raffensperger where he said, "I just need you to find me 11,000 votes." But we just learned the other day that there are multiple phone calls which Donald Trump participated in which he tried to get state officials to overturn the results in the state of Georgia. So they have plenty of evidence, they have strong charges, And now they know for a fact that Donald Trump's lawyer is also a conspiracy theorist. I don't know about you folks, but I'm really excited to hear what comes out of the state of Georgia. I just think the evidence is overwhelming, and we must hold people accountable for trying to destroy our democracy. You know, Republicans will call this political and say that Democrats are simply going after him because he's Donald Trump and he's a Republican. But that couldn't be farther from the truth, because for me personally, I don't want Donald Trump to be indicted because he's a Republican and I disagree with him. I want him to be indicted because he broke the law. And quite frankly, I don't care if he's a Republican. I don't care if he's a former president. Nobody in this country is above the law, no matter what office you held. And I wish that was a concept that all Americans could agree on, but Republicans have proven in the past couple of days with the New York charges that they simply do not believe in the rule of law. And that is simply unacceptable. But unfortunately for Donald Trump, that's not how prosecutors think in the state of New York, in the state of Georgia, or in the Department of Justice. But regardless, folks, that's going to wrap up the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, whether you agree with me or you disagree with me, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you folks soon.